Hello, and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. Once again, I'm going to try to do this from the hotel room. I'm having problems with the camera stability, but there we go. We'll get there. There we go. I noticed last night it was all crooked, and I was only my jaw and chest were in the picture. So now I'm going to be more conscious of where my face is at for this show. But anyway, be sure to check out last night's show. I did 2 fights last night, and I did 4 fights before leaving town from my home. So you got all that stuff to look at. Now I'm covering 2 more fights for UFC Vegas 32. And we're getting into the main card now, I do believe. So without further ado, where's my sheet? Here it is. We've got, you know what? Just to make sure I'm gonna do this via chair because I'm not being lazy or anything. Last night it annoyed me that I was watching the playback and everything was cut off. I think cut off right at my nose line. Unreal. People seem to still enjoy it. I guess the content that matters, correct? You don't care about my face, you care about what's going on the board. So to start this off, we've got a welterweight fight between Mickey Gall and Jordan Bomay Williams. Bomay, I think that's his nickname or something. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Bomay. Yeah, Bomay. Or Bame? I don't know, whatever. I just call him the diabetic, alright? Anyway, Mickey Gall comes in as the underdog. He's got a 6-3 record. He's mostly known for the guy to choke out CM Punk in CM Punk's attempt to become a mixed martial arts UFC fighter. Mickey Gall put a big stop to that real fast. Look, man, only certain people can come from WWE and become UFC fighters. And you're not Brock Lesnar. You don't have, credentialed pedigree except through WWE. Anyway, whatever. I don't want to get off topic, and I'm out of town, so I may, because you know what happens when you're out of town. Anyway, Mickey Gall's coming off loss to Mike Perry by unanimous decision, and he fights out of right here in Dirty Jers in Lebanon, New Jersey, from the Gracie Academy. That isn't here in New Jersey. He's got a 1-inch height advantage over Jordan, the diabetic Williams. They're both the same, or no. Jordan Williams actually has a 2.5-inch reach advantage over my boy Mickey Gall. Before the loss to Mike Perry, he did have a win against Salim Touahri by unanimous decision. So, Mickey Gall's okay. He's 29 years old. Jordan Williams is a tad bit older, 1 year older at 30. Okay? Jordan Williams comes in with a record of 9-4. He is the -170 favorite. Here's a little info, guys. He opened up at his -200 favorite. So money's been coming in on Mickey Gall because the line moved a drastic 30 points. Now he's a -170. Mickey Gall opened up as a +165. That's becoming a little less attractive at +145. So now your $10 bet, instead of getting you $16.50, it'll get you $14.50. Anyway, Jordan Williams fights out of the NorCal Fighting Alliance, according to Tapology. Now, Tapology, they're incorrect a lot of times with this recency of they don't keep up to date with the schools, and some of these guys, bounce from school to school to school. But I'm just going by what I read in Tapology, but I don't follow Jordan Williams on Instagram or anything, so I really don't know. I can't verify his camp, but let's say he's training out of Santa Rosa, California at the NorCal Fighting Alliance. Like I mentioned, he does have a 2.5 inch reach advantage, and like I mentioned, he is diabetic. I think that's like his niche, as his play. He's a champion for the diabetes people, like people that the diabetics. Diabetics, if you're diabetic, you root for me because I'm a diabetic too. Anyway, I take metformin. I'm not diabetic. My doctor said I was pre-diabetic. If I didn't watch my carbs and take metformin, I would become diabetic. But since then, I've been taking metformin. The carb thing, I kinda, but tonight I went to Longhorn Steakhouse and I did eat some carbs there, but I did have a lot of protein also. Okay, Jordan Williams coming off a loss to the Russian sniper Nasruddin Imavov, who is also on this card. He lost by unanimous decision. Before that, he had a good win over Gregory Rodriguez, and that was in the Contender Series, and that was a knockout, a TKO in the first round. Let's see what these cappers have to say about this. Other note, Jordan Williams, 88% takedown defense. Keep that in mind when you're making your pick. Okay, starting with the favorite here, we've got, what's going on? It's Bleed, taking Jordan Williams. He didn't say method, but he's definitely on Jordan Williams. Then we've got my boys from the Parlay Punch. That is Josh and Matt. Let's see. Josh said TKO in the first. Man, look, I'm running out of room. TKO. You know what? I'm just gonna write. Matt said TKO in the third. So I'm not gonna write their rounds down. I'm just gonna put Parlay Punch TKO. Because they're both saying Jordan. Ooh. Oh, that's those grilled honey glazed Brussels sprouts I had right there. Oh, they tasted just as good as burp too. Anyway, Parlay Punch is saying TKO for Jordan Williams, Bama. I don't know how to say that. I don't even know what that means. Is that even a word, or is that a street name? What is that? Bomai, Bomai, Bomei. I have no idea. Then also we've got Schroeder, MMA vet Schroeder, my Brazilian friend. He does the 5-star breakdown, meaning he ranks the fighters' abilities in different categories such as striking, grappling, cardio, will, which is equal to heart. I did a Trudesno today with Vlad, Bulgarian Cowboy. It was a good one. You know what fight I picked? I picked two of them. Trudesno is when you play Sean Shelby, you match up fighters, and we go through and do the kind of like striking, who you give the edge to in striking. Grappling, who do you give the edge to in grappling? BJJ, who do you give the edge to in BJJ? Who do you pick for cardio? Who do you pick for heart? Heart, willpower, same thing. Anyway, I had a great matchup, heavyweight battle. Sorry to get off topic. There's time stamps in the description. I picked Alexander Romanov versus Marcin Tybura. What a great matchup that is. And you know why? Because I get those two guys confused a lot because they have the same fighting style. They're both big hammer heavyweights, like they come down heavy. They both, are European. I don't know. But I thought that was a pretty good thing. I think it came out as a 4-4 draw in all the categories. Same with my second fight. The second matchup I picked was Song Yadong against Kai Car France. That was a good one. Also, other people that were on the show, Adolf, He had a great one. He picked Wonder Boy versus Jorge Masvidal. What a good fight that would be, right? Anyway, if you guys ever have time and you catch the live, you know, Vlad's in Serbia, so the Bulgarian Cowboy is in Serbia. That's 6 hours ahead of us, so you got to catch him. He only does the Trudesno podcast, or the Pick Show, whatever you want to call it. He does it either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday in this case, and he does it right around his time, like 11. My time, 4, 4-ish, right around then, because he's got his pajama top on, and you know, he's getting ready for bed. It's getting late over there. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. Trudesno, Bulgarian Cowboy, check it out. Anyway, Schroeder, who I met through Vlad, is also on the side with Williams. He's not betting it though. However, he's going with Williams here. Then we've got Brady from DFS by the numbers. He's saying Williams should get the knockout over Mickey Gall. I don't know why everybody's hating on Mickey Gall. I don't get it. And finally, to close this out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we've got Ronnie's MMA breakdowns. Ronnie's from Australia. He also does, each video is, each fight is a separate video instead of doing like a full card thing. He does, and in his fights, he pretty much doesn't do the 5-star thing. He does like, he talks about their striking, he talks about their path to victory for each fighter. Then he talks about what he thinks the outcome was going to be of the fight, and then he talks about what he's betting on. Definitely check out Ronnie's MMA breakdowns. And in this, what did Ronnie say? Ronnie said TKO in round 3. Okay? So that is a full capper consensus. A full capper consensus, if you don't know, is when all the cappers happen to take the same side, and in this case, they're all taking Jordan the Diabetic Williams over Mickey, I choked out CM Punk, that's my fame, Gall. So, Mickey Gall, I mean, I don't know why everybody's hating on him. He's the younger fighter. He's plus money. He's a plus money fighter, and he's coming off a win. No, he's not. He's coming off a loss to Mike Perry. And you know what? That loss to Mike Perry is a bad look, because that was when Mike Perry had nobody in his corner except for his pregnant girlfriend. He didn't have nobody at cage side, just him. Now Mike Perry actually has a gym and actually has a coach and trainer and actually has people that are legit. And Mickey Gall got beat by Mike Perry with Mike Perry's pregnant girlfriend cage side. Take that for what you will, though. Mike Perry, he's middling now. He used to be, because he's got that aggression and stuff. I don't want to get off topic again. Anyway, Mike Perry, mixed opinions on where he sits in the UFC right now. Some people are high on him, some people fade him. He is who he is. I don't know. I consider him middling at best. He's almost that journey. Yeah, he's like journeyman, gatekeeper type deal, you know what I mean, average at best. But this is a full capper consensus. I have high respect for all the cappers that are on my show, but they're leaning with the Diabetic favorite. And Jordan Williams, like I said, 88% takedown defense. I don't blame those guys, but I don't know, something's telling me in this case, take Mickey Gall. I don't know. You know what's telling me that? This. Plus money. Plus money. But, so this is my deal. I'll probably take Jordan Williams for my pick, but take Mickey Gall on a hedge bet. My pick will be Williams. All right, right next to my buddy Schroeder. My pick is Williams. I think he's going to get it done within distance, inside the distance. However, I'm going to hedge bet Mickey Gall because he's at a plus 145. And I don't want to have to go into explaining what the hell is a hedge bet. Just figure it out. People in the comments in the past are like, so you're telling me to bet Mickey Gall? Or I always use the example Ryan Hall. I took a hedge bet on Ryan Hall, which I shouldn't use that example because he lost. But that is an example of a hedge bet. It's like you just put a little bit of bet on the underdog because of the plus money, even though your pick is the other way. I think Jordan Williams should win, and he probably will win. In Tapology, I'm going to say round 2 for Jordan Williams by KO, TKO, but TKO second. However, I am going to put a $10 hedge bet on Mickey Gall because that's what I do, because I'm a D-Generation X too. Boom. Anyway, moving on. Next, we've got the female bantamweight fight between Macy Barber and Miranda Maverick. These girls, this is going to be a more interesting fight than what the cappers have to say. Okay, I'm just telling you that ahead of time. I'll explain my reasoning on why in just a bit. Okay, let's talk about the favorite first, as I like to always do, Miranda Maverick. Miranda Maverick comes in 24 years old. Macy Barber, a little bit younger, 23. Fear the Miranda Maverick. That's her fight, her octagon name, Fear the. Taking on the future, but a lot of people are reckoning her to the past, but she's taking on the future Macy Barber, okay? Miranda Maverick, 9-2. Macy Barber, 8-2. However, Macy Barber's 2 losses are recent and they're back-to-back. Okay, Miranda Maverick's 2 losses are down in the history because she's on a tear now. I know that, let me pull up her Tapology. I know most recently Miranda Maverick is, let me see, pull it up here, it's right here. She 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fight win streak, okay? Her last loss was in 2019 against some can named Deanna Bennett in Invicta. But after that, she's got victories over Heather Walker Leahy in Shogun fights, okay? Exhibition about victory, I don't even manage that. Then she got her revenge on Deanna Bennett, and she ended up rear naked choking her in round 3, so she got the revenge on that loss. Then she beat Pearl Gonzalez in Invicta, who Pearl Gonzalez has a good name in Invicta. Then she came into the UFC and beat Diana Jojua, and most recently she has a unanimous victory over Jillian Robertson. That happened during Miocic vs. Ngannou 2. Okay, so Miranda Maverick fights out of House of Muay Thai, who P. Diz, I know you're watching. P. Diz also has visited. I don't know if he's a regular there, but P. Diz in Virginia, I think he might be part of that House of Muay Thai. Shout out to P. Diz, big supporter of my show and Vlad's show. I met him through there. But anyway, Miranda Maverick, that's in Norfolk, Virginia. She is the favorite at -150. The over-under, of course, female fight. The over is at -210, as the bookies would expect that. And the under is at +170. Let's talk about Macy Barber. Now, Macy Barber, this girl, she was the future. There was a big hype train on Macy Barber, okay? However, that hype train disappeared. But she does have she's got good wins in her past you can't take away. Let's discuss her last 5 fights, okay? Most recently, she got the loss to Alexa Grasso, the Mexican fighter. It was a unanimous decision loss. And I don't know what she was thinking. She was like throwing punches from like 6 feet away. I'm like, what are you doing? You're punching the air. Are they feints? What's going on, Macy Barber? Why are you trying to, your reach is not 6 foot. She was literally like 6 foot away throwing punches to the air. Well, then what's going on with this girl? Before that, she lost to the veteran submissions BJJ specialist Roxanne Modafferi. I'm a fan of Roxanne Modafferi, but I know her time has come in the UFC. She's pretty much going down the hill. She's an older veteran. What are you gonna do? She lost to Roxanne by unanimous decision. However, listen to the fights prior to that. She has, you know how I said Miranda Maverick has her most recent win is against Jillian Robertson by unanimous decision? Yeah, Macy Barber knocked her out. Knocked Jillian Robertson out, TKO round 1. Before that, she beat JJ Aldrich, TKO round 2. And before that, she beat Hannah Cyphers, ground and pound, round 2, right there. So she's got it in her. She's got it in her. But she's coming off back-to-back disappointing, lackluster, punch in the air losses. So you can't back somebody that's coming off those 2 losses. However, Miranda Maverick on the other side is raging. Her stock is high through the roof. She's looking like a beast. I think she's like a student, or she graduated like college with a degree in like engineering or something super smart. I can't remember exactly what it was, but she's done with that. She's done. Now she can focus all her time on full-time fighting. And she's been loyal to her gym in Norfolk, Virginia. You don't think she could travel to go to ATT or Glory MMA or TriStar or one of these big name gyms? No, she's gonna stick with P-Diz at the House of Muay Thai. That's the type of girl she is in Norfolk, Virginia. I respect that. I'm loyal to my tribe too. So, and Miranda Maverick, she is on a tear. She's 5 fights in a row, and she had 2 exhibition fights she won too in that mix, but they don't count as professional fights, so I'm not going to mention those. So you got to think and realistically, she's on a 7-fight win streak. This is a closer fight than all these cappers will have you believe. So let's discuss that. Oh, Macy Barber's got a 2-inch height advantage. They both have the same reach. Miranda Maverick, when she flexes though, her biceps, she appears to be thicker. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I heard Macy Barber also switched gyms. She is now at Alpha Male. Alpha Male has a couple fighters on this card, and Macy Barber happens to be one of them. So she might have, after those 2 bad losses to Roxanne Modafferi, unknown name, and Alexa Grasso, unknown name. They're not chumps. They're not just walk-through chumps. And Macy Barber, that one against Roxanne Modafferi, she like broke her foot or something. But she still managed to finish the fight and lose by unanimous decision. And I want to say she broke her foot like in the end of the first period or the beginning of the second or something. So that's hard to even go 1 period with a broken foot. That shows heart. That shows dedication. Of course she's going to lose that. And you know what? I picked Roxanne Modafferi. She was a plus 1,400, I think. 1,400. I picked that just because Roxanne Modafferi visited a local gym to me. And like 20-minute drive from my house, there's a facility. It's called High Performance Jiu-Jitsu, I think. And Roxanne Modafferi visited there, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Cyan Warrior, or what's the Dragon Ball Z fan, the Comic-Con girl, the nerd. I'm gonna go with her, and look, it paid out. But thankfully, it's because Macy Barber broke her foot. And the thing I'm more taken back with the fight against Alexa Grasso, because what happened? What was she thinking? She's for real. Check it out on YouTube. Watch that fight. She's throwing punches from feet. Like, what are you doing? She's like air punching. Anyway, let's see what the cappers have to say in this. As you can tell, I'm kind of like on the fence still, but I do have a pick. I'll go with it. So, taking Miranda Maverick, we've got Ronnie from Ronnie's MMA Breakdowns. He's saying, of course, this is female fight. He's saying by decision. Okay, we've got DFS by the numbers. Brady says Miranda Maverick is improving every single time she's in the octagon, and I agree with him. She's better and better every time she fights. That is legit. I see Miranda Maverick taking that going real high in the flyweight rankings for females. I honestly do. He thinks she's gonna win, of course, by decision. I like Miranda Maverick. I like her brain. I like that she's got a degree in one of the harder branches of education. Engineering. I want to say it's engineering, but I could be wrong. Okay, then we've got Schroeder. Schroeder, he said he is not betting this fight, but he did do his breakdown and 5-star rating pick, and he's got Miranda Maverick by decision. Look, guys, I'm seeing a trend here. Decision, decision, decision. Then we've got the parlay punch. Matt and Josh. Matt is saying by decision. This is going to be difficult, fitting it on the little travel board. Josh is saying by TKO. TKO. And Josh is like the only person that didn't say by decision in this whole thing. And then finally wrapping it up, we've got what's going on. Lead MMA. I want to see if this is still in focus. It is. It's a little dark, but you still make it out, right? So, yet again, we have another full capper consensus. I will give my little dance. A full capper consensus is when all the cappers pick the same side. I just already did this earlier. Anyway, yeah, 2 capper consensuses on this 2-fight show. Everybody's on the side with Miranda Maverick. I can't blame them because recency bias has me fading Macy Barber because of that last throwing punches in the air and getting, pretty much it was a unanimous, it was a legit dominant victory for who was it? The Spanish Alexa Grasso. And I like Alexa Grasso. She's Mexican, correct? I'm pretty sure she is. Yeah, because I think she fights out of the same gym as Montserrat Ruiz, the bunny there, just got knocked out last week. But anyway, not to get off topic, again, this is my deal here because I'm D-Gen. Once again, I will take, with the cappers, for Tapology, contest pick is going to be Miranda Maverick. Fear the Miranda Maverick, I think, and female fight by decision. Hopefully that makes it a plus number. However, I'm not going to bet that way. I'm going to, at plus 125, I got to throw a little bit on my girl Macy Barber. If I was to, I also today, after the Trujezno, before I went out to dinner, I stopped in Mr. Arkansas's. He had a live stream going. He always does. He runs hours. He got straight hours. But I stopped in there. Rogue Strummer, he was in there. Jack McAttack, all the regulars were in there just talking. And I chimed in, and they were saying, somebody in the chat said, Miranda Maverick looks like a female version of Marvin Vittori. I don't know why, I got a chuckle out of that. It's funny. And we're talking, I don't want to foreshadow the fights that I'm going to cover later this week, but we talked about Kyler Phillips, Julian Paiva, which I will cover tomorrow. Or you know what? Maybe if I get a little gumption tonight, maybe I could do it late tonight. Who knows? Probably not. But anyway, maybe though. Maybe. And we talked about Aspen Ladd, and I talked about how she got knocked out real fast by Jermaine Durandamy. Right? Durandamy, is that how you say it? Durandamy? Yeah, Jermaine. And somebody in the chat was like, Jermaine Durandamy can knock out dudes. And then Ark was like, I will beat any woman in the UFC right now. And people were contesting, like, I don't know, man, they're pretty tight, they're pretty tough. And it was Mr. Arkansas, it was a good live stream that he had going on. It might still be on, I don't know. Like I said, that dude does marathon live streams. Sober too. I can't do that unless I've been. Anyway, to recap, time check. I gotta be flying over because, yeah, just slightly. I'm at 31 minutes. Okay, to recap, I've got this one, I want to go for Mickey Gall though. I want to do it, but I can't. I just can't go against the Kappa consensus. I go against the favorite. So I'm taking Jordan the Diabetic Williams to beat Mickey Gall, TKO, second round. However, I am putting a hedge bet on Mickey Gall. I'm gonna put my money on there. Like, just throw $10 on there. It'll pay back $14.50. I like that. Plus money. Then I've got Miranda Maverick beating Macy Barber by decision. However, hedge bet again. Tonight I'm going to do a parlay with Jordan Williams and Miranda Maverick. Okay, that's going to be my bet. And I'm going to put it in the Tapology picks, contest picks. However, tonight I'm also putting $10 hedge bet on Mickey Gall and a $10 hedge bet on Macy Barber. So if my parlay doesn't come through, that means one of those two fights will come through. That's what a hedge bet is. See what I'm saying? Either way, I'm gonna win something. That's how a hedge bet works for you guys that don't know what I'm talking about when I say throw a hedge bet on it. Okay? That was kind of aggravating, that guy. What do you mean? Should I bet on Ryan Hall or not? No, motherfucker, don't bet on Ryan Hall, but it's a hedge bet. Okay? I just explained it perfectly. So no matter what the outcome is, if the favorites win, I got them in a parlay for plus money. It'll be a plus money, and I'll win money. If one of the favorites lose, or both of the favorites lose, I win the hedge bet. If Mickey Gall wins, I win the hedge bet. If Macy Barber wins, I win the hedge bet. $10, so it's a $20 total. The payout, $12.50, $14.50. This, I should open Tapology right now and see. Hold on, guys. You know, I got it right here. Okay, Macy Barber's a plus 123, and what's the other dude? Jordan Williams minus 170. I'm not Macy Barber. I meant Miranda Maverick minus 143. Is that what it is? Oh, look, it moved. It moved to in my favor. That means money's coming in. Okay, so we got Miranda Maverick minus 143, Jordan Williams minus 170. Parlay that shit for $10. Place my bet, and it's not telling me because I gotta feed my account more. Anyway, I know it's gonna be a plus money bet. So you see what I'm saying? This is how a hedge bet works. All right, I'm sorry to be keeping rambling on, but anyway, gather the info. Place your bets and hedge bets
or if you're a delinquent like me. So I'm a guaranteed winner. And cash those tickets, as my daughter would say. So thanks for watching. Give me that thumbs up. Be sure to comment on your opinions on, especially if you're taking the underdog. Tell me why you think Macy Barber. You know what? I like Miranda Maverick a lot, but I just want Macy Barber to win because she's on that slump. She's had, and I like her, And Mickey Gall, same thing. He kept CM Punk from coming into the UFC. I love that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to comment. I'm sorry the screen was dark, but at least it's visible, right? I'll show closer up. I should have turned on more lights in this hotel room. Hey, whatever. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your bets. I'll see you next time.